Welcome to another episode of Out Loud
and Laughing.
Get ready.
I'm Bryan.
And Jon, two gay cousins having big talks and even bigger laughs. Join us. Let's see what they're up to. It's Out Loud and Laughing. Welcome back to another episode of Out Loud and Laughing. I'm Jon.
I'm Bryan. Hi, Jon.
Hey,
How's it
how are
going?
you doing? How is it going? It's going great. I in my plight of community sport, I played kickball today. I know that I'm going to start talking about volleyball too, so I'm just out in the community having a good time. How are you doing today?
You are just gay sporting.
I'm cheese sporting all over the place.
I mean, you're doing volleyball, then kickball, next, water sports.
Next, water sports. Oh my God, I already do those.
Yeah, you're like, that was actually my first sport that I performed.
Yeah, that's not general.
Did you pitch or catch, Jon?
Well, I told my coach that I was versatile, but he def made me a pitcher today.
How'd that feel?
It hurt really bad actually, and I almost didn't finish actually the game.
Oh yeah,
game.
got it. Okay, got it. Softball. You're like, now I think we're dating.
I was like, I just pitched you a ball and you didn't give me your number. I'm over this.
Oh my gosh. I love that for you. I literally just had to untangle Kenzie's hair after bath time. She got a haircut last weekend and the lady did a really nice little braid. And then she put beads at the bottom. So Kenzie wanted to keep that in her hair all week. But it was like the tiniest braid. So I finally was able to negotiate, take it out. And I'm exhausted.
How did the negotiation go?
I pretty much owe her my life.
Yeah, I expected that.
Mhm.
You did you tell her that her hair was just like tangled?
She definitely knew it wasn't, and she feels like not that she wasn't okay with me taking out the braids, is she point blank looked me in the eye and says, "You wouldn't make it look the same, daddy." And I was like, damn, I felt red.
To be fair, hair is not my strong suit, nor do I don't. Is it your strong suit? Are you good at chit chat?
No, and to be fair, she's probably right. But, putting me on a read like that was just
You are really and Kenzie. She knows what she likes. You have to share with everybody the story about that you shared with us. And maybe this is a really great segue about what happened the other day when she woke up and you took that picture of her. And this picture is going to be something that she's going to have to live with now for the rest of her life. But tell us the story.
when she woke up super early.
Yeah, that one.
She is going to kill me. She loves to wake up very early. Our kids wake up at 6 a.m. right now, even on the weekends, which is tough. It's really good during the school week because it gets them to school on time, but on the weekend, it's a little tough. But anyway, so it was 6 a.m. I woke up. I was ready to kind of go downstairs. I get things ready. So when they come downstairs, even on the weekends, it's like, okay, cool. There's like a little bit of snack. They can sit on the couch, whatever. I go to her room and she has been up. She is already up. The lights are on. And I'm like, how long have you been awake, Kenzie? And she's like, 2 hours. I was like, okay. She went in her closet. Her cousin gave her dance outfits and shoes, and she put on a dance outfit. She put on jazz shoes. She combed her hair. She had a clutch purse, and she did her lipstick. And I was like, girlfriend, you are not ready for Saturday morning. You're ready for the club.
This is really funny because how old is she now? She's
5, yeah.
So, this is her waking up this way at 5.
Right.
But at one age, this is going to be her coming home
At 4 a.m.
Past 4 a.m. It could be the opposite. So just be grateful.
So yeah, we got a good snap of her. I don't know if it's gonna be the most embarrassing photo of her, but
She actually
that I agree. Jon and I wanted to kind of change it up today for this episode. I was thinking about a name for this episode, Jon. Let me know what you think. I was thinking Framed and Shamed, the cousin photo expose.
I completely love it. And we are getting ready to do just that for you all.
Yes.
And not only for ourselves. you know, Brian, what are we up to? What are we doing today? Tell us.
Yeah, so, we were able to so John and I spent some time together this past weekend. As you guys know, our abuela moved on, so we were able to spend some time in person, which was actually really nice because we were able to, like, look at a bunch of old photos, and then we were like, first, some of them are kinda cute, some of them are kinda cringe, so we said, "Let's just roast each other a little bit," right? Like, who doesn't love a good, like, cousin comedy hour, you know? Like,
We'll do our best.
we'll do our best, but we also know that no photo is safe. So what we'll do is I think we have a couple of photos that we wanna just, like we'll talk about it because obviously it's a pod and people aren't seeing it, but we're gonna post a little folder if anyone wants to click on the folder and look at some of these pictures in real time. But, yeah, I think well, let's start with the first one because the first one I love, and we'll explain it. So, everyone just close your eyes, especially if you're driving, to visualize this.
Oh, not me. Okay. I started closing my eyes, Brian, please. Especially if you're not driving, do not close your
So
eyes.
I love this photo because John and I are literally in a hole in the beach. I guess they dug a sand like hole and they threw us in there. John's in a diaper, it looks like kind of crying, reaching out. And I have a red bathing suit on with a gold chain necklace and not crying. So what are your thoughts, John? I have many thoughts on this picture if I could bring it to life.
Yeah. You also forgot to mention that you're holding a box of the raisins, and your hand is like around my back. So you're already sort of making me feel better. And I think we're both sporting that gold chain. I think that's some like gold Cuban voodoo black magic sort of lookout sort of piece of jewelry. But I think that this picture and this picture actually has sort of become yours and mine's, what I would say, sort of like our cornerstone photo,
Yes,
from our childhood.
yes.
And and I don't know, like, it represents a lot to me. Clearly, I don't remember what was going on there. I don't remember being there, but that photo to me represents like the beginning of what was to come, and sort of all of these weird photos that we're gonna look through, and then everything that's happened after that. I will say that, I look like a little chunky tubby monkey,
Mhm.
and I probably broke the ground there. My fat ass, like, totally just sat through that hole. I created that hole, is
See,
what happened.
I look at this picture a little differently. I did give myself a ding here. I'll roast myself. I feel like this was one of my first bitchiest moments in life. And hear me out. You and me were put into this hole. You were holding a box of raisins. I snatched those raisins from you, smiled at the camera, and said, I'm ready. And you are starting to bawl because I took your raisins from you.
This all tracks. I would have never eaten those raisins, by the way, because if you look at my hands, there's sand all over them and gross.
I think what's even weirder is there's 2 feet and legs behind us, and they don't track to me as anyone that I would trust.
Yeah, definitely looks like we're about to get smashed by somebody. Um, Also, I will say this is, my first NSFW photo. I am topless and my belly is hanging out, and I have, like, 6 chins, so
Your
that's exciting.
your titties are hanging for sure. You're having a really good hair day. This is like a really good OnlyFans starter, like, picture, you know?
Yeah, if you're into that sort of thing.
I mean, many are.
I mean, it really, I don't know that I'd be able to call anybody baby again.
I'm loving my surfer hair. It's, like, a little spiky.
Brian, this is the whitest I think you ever were in your life.
Yeah,
I think this
well,
was
I'm
about as
I'm
white as
getting,
you're
like
gonna get.
not to, like, toot my own horn, but I'm getting, like, Baywatch vibes from myself. Like, I'm kinda feeling myself in this picture.
Red bathing suit, the speed at which you're running,
You know, I'm not eating carbs, I'm having raisins.
and your face is, like, all smirked into the middle, like, you do know you're doing something wrong.
Um,
I can't tell if I'm laughing or crying. I mean, I guess that can be said for now too, but,
I mean, I think this was a good photo to start with because it does show how I had your back, literally, with my hand, and whether I took your raisins or not, we were in the hole together, and so that's a beautiful thing.
I love that. I love that as a wrap up, especially before we go into this next photo.
Part
But
2.
I just wanted to say that I do have both of my hands up, in perpetuity to show that I'm not touching you inappropriately.
That is fair, and also not the person I'm worried about, it's the leg person behind.
Still the legs.
Still the legs for me.
Oh gosh. I mean, it was probably a great beach day with you, but this next day, I'm not exactly sure we can say it was so great.
I'll let you
This
talk about this next photo, and then I'll give you maybe some context.
Yeah, I'm gonna need context for sure. This photo is for those who can't see it, is a portrait of Brian, probably at like a portrait studio. I'm just guessing here. He is wearing what looks like his sister's. He doesn't have a sister. It looks like a little girl's yellow, like knitted top, cotton top with like like little baby shorts matching. And his neck, he's got like a little turkey neck and he's like got a half smile. It's adorable. Gotta tell us what's happening here, Brian.
It's so thank you. I feel like you gave me so much nice justice on this one. I am
Don't worry.
I just to give you guys context, I'm probably like 6 months in this picture, maybe 3 to 6 months, and I'm probably 30 pounds. Like, I have it's almost like a ball on top of a body. It is very overweight. It is one of my favorite pictures of myself because even though I was, like, disgustingly fat, I'm kind of feeling myself in this photo, like, smiling, with whatever I could with my mouth, probably because there's a turkey leg being dangled in front of me, and but with the background on this is I was a preemie. I was born, I think, 6 weeks early, and so I was born, like, 6 pounds, 7 pounds. My mom will correct us all, and once I was born and I was out of the NICU, John and I can both relate that Cubans are all about fattening up their babies. And so it's all around putting in oatmeal in the formula. And I guess they try to accelerate me because I was a preemie. And girl, they didn't stop.
And ironically, it's funny because you're the skinniest one now, but you look like you're like a boss baby in this picture, like negotiate a turkey leg for dinner here. Like, and you're definitely got something going on in your mind. You're not even smiling. You're smirking. You know something in this photo that somebody else does. So,
It
now I want to connect to that time.
If you look on my left hand, so I guess the bottom right of the photo, I have a bracelet on, like a little gold bracelet. That thing was so effing tight because I was so fat. Look at
Yeah, the
it,
little red. I see it.
you know? But yeah, I think it was, I mean, I don't remember this photo.
You look like a little mashed banana.
Yeah, like, I feel like if or like a cartoon,
No, yeah, like a cartoon mashed banana. You do
100%.
look.
But I think we could pivot over to the next picture, which is your baby picture.
Oh, is this immediate feedback?
It's it's not
Yeah.
immediate feedback, but I'm just seeing a trend. So John is sitting in he does have a sister, so he's definitely wearing his sister's, like,
Right. Sure.
overalls, because they have, like, really cute big buttons that are a little more feminine, which I'm digging because I prefer
I thought it was the off the shoulder strap that did it.
so, yeah, he's wearing overalls, sitting down. The shoulder strap is falling down off his shoulder. He's sitting in, like, a playpen, which is very 80s because it's very colorful, but again, John is crying.
Listen, this isn't just a cry of sadness. This is a full blown Oscar worthy performance. And I just want to say that the little overall falling off the shoulder is just a nod to 90s fashion icons.
You're born in the
You
80s,
know,
John.
I know, but I was I was very progressive for the times.
You knew what was coming.
I did. It was very much little Edie from Grey Gardens. She was very fashion forward.
I'm picturing John, like, crying, putting on a performance, but again, going back to his OnlyFans, has a jock strap under these overalls, like, he's feeling himself.
I mean, I don't know, but if you look down there where my diaper would be, I'm packing. I'm packing.
Yeah,
So
and this is all
only babies for life.
it's kind of the definition of starting trauma because you were crying in all your pictures, and I'm like, "Damn, that's a lot to unpack." You were, like, all these tears before even 3.
I know. It's not it's like somebody pushed me. You know what I mean? It's like I didn't fall. It's like life pushed me into this and I'm like miserable already.
Oh my gosh,
What is around me? Books and razor blades. No, I'm
yeah.
just kidding.
There's a Jack Daniel's bottle on the back.
I know. I'm trying to even see what I'm sitting on, but I don't know. I can't
It's like a
recognize
really
anything.
ugly sheet.
The really ugly sheet, red sheet. Look, you and I are both wearing the same bracelet. I'm wearing that same bracelet in this photos. You can see it between one of my little Michelin man
I mean,
rules.
to be honest, I'd probably pass it down to you because it didn't fit my hand anymore.
It didn't fit mine either. I wonder who got it.
Seriously.
Probably a cock ring somewhere now.
Yeah, no, it's mine.
Small dick, fat baby ribs.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Yeah, I promise I was a lot happier, but, yeah, no baby Lexapro back then. I was just feeling all the feels.
You definitely were feeling all the feels. I love this for you. I think knowing you now, you still cry like this. You just do it more internal, and you know it tracks.
Yeah, and now I have more teeth, so look out.
And now you can afford counseling.
Yeah, thank you, therapy. Uh, there are more photos in this pile of photos, and we're only gonna bore you with a few, but trust me,
Yes.
there are hundreds more where this came from,
There are
but,
so many fun photos because, like we had talked about on our pod, like John and I both have two older siblings, and we did a lot of vacations together. We did a lot of travel, and so when we were like looking through the arsenal of time capsule, we found one of us four when we went to Cape Canaveral. And I think what's interesting about this full picture is that it's probably like 92, 93 because you're starting to see the neon colors. I think I'm at least 9 or 10 like you. And so I'm starting to feel like we're getting into our 90s like moment. Like I think my brother, and to give you guys context, it's John, then my brother, then me, then Carolyn. We're standing in front of like a fake astronaut. And my brother has two purses on him. And he's the straight one of the group, just so you guys all know.
Well, let's see. What is he wearing? He is wearing a Florida Marlins hat with an RC Cola fanny pack with a brown leather purse. Oh my god, this is fantastic.
90s at its best.
But Brian, again, you're wearing your sister's blouse.
So this is the funny thing with these photos is how did our parents
I don't know.
like
You got like a little stance, and I've got like a little like eight.
yeah, I'm in like a dress bar blouse because it's like flowy, hangy. I'm wearing like these like neon color shorts with a really cute pattern, I think. And I love the good slip on.
Water shoes. I think I'm in water shoes, Brian. I'm in black water shoes or slip-ons.
I
I
think
can't.
your stance is a little more straight than mine, to be fair. But I was ahead of my time.
Since your brother was holding me up,
And the purses.
and the purses, counterbalance. Yes.
And then we
You know,
can't like not roast your sister a little bit because those bangs are literally bowl cut.
I mean, I don't know what's longer, her bangs in front of her face or her legs, like chicken leg.
That's how short her shorts were.
She was like a rail for so long.
Are you saying that's no longer? I'm kidding.
She listens to this podcast, Brian, and she's about to get married, so we're not going to say it.
I think this photo is fun because this is truly one of the memories I always had was just traveling with you guys, and we always were just doing these experiences together, uh, and wearing these ridiculous outlandish clothes, which I imagine we must have shared.
I was gonna say, I think I remember getting those pants, trying those pants on or shorts on after you didn't use them anymore, and then, of course, they probably never fit me because I was a 3X husky as a child,
Oh my
so,
gosh, as a
oh my god.
child, oof.
I know. Literally, like, my mom tried to put me in corduroy pants that when I would run, I nearly started a fire. Like, that's how much friction it was. I was like, "Mom, we do not need to be putting little fat kids in corduroy pants."
You
It's
were like
like,
the
"Okay."
human matchstick.
Literally, like, that's why I'm glad we lived in Florida and not California. It would have been a forest fire hazard.
Oh my goodness. I mean,
But I wanted to say about this picture, outside of the fact that, yeah, we probably did share clothes, um, that I feel like you and I, like, we were happy then. I
yeah,
see happiness there.
I think
Yeah.
we had a really happy childhood. We did a lot of fun.
Yep.
Uh, we just repressed
We
all the dark things that we'll talk about in this pod.
we'll get there. The pictures go up until college. We'll get there.
I mean, to be fair, we grew up in Fort Lauderdale, so Orlando wasn't very far. So a lot of our trips were usually up north to Orlando. So whether it was Cape Canaveral or like Kissimmee, Disney World, like all those areas. But I feel like that was like the majority of our trips was like Central Florida.
Yeah, a lot of camping too, a lot of outdoorsy trips,
Yeah,
Peace River, and all those other fun places that we got to visit together.
I love it. We have another fun cousin picture that I actually do remember very clearly. I don't know if you want to kind of give your perspective first.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can both weigh in on it. This the image that we're looking at now again is the four of us. So it's Brian and I, and then it's our siblings, my sister Carolyn, and Brian's brother Christopher, my cousin Christopher. And this is our homecoming. So we're all sort of decked out in, Sunday's finest. We're beyond Sunday's finest. Friday's finest. We're in tuxes and gowns. Not gowns. My sister's in a gown. They wouldn't let me wear a gown. Still mad about it. Ryan, what do you remember? I mean, I remember working on this event with you even. There was
Mhm.
a lot here. We were student government officers. We put the
Well, we
event
weren't student
on.
government yet. So the reason why I know this photo is it was, I think, your sophomore year.
Mhm.
So it was my junior year. Oh no, so we might no, were we I don't think we were quite student government yet. Because I didn't join till my
Yeah.
senior year. But I think no, I did was a junior. So anyway, I think this was our two siblings were seniors. I was a junior and you were a sophomore. So yeah, you
Yeah.
actually might be right. We actually might have worked on this event. I think what was interesting to me, and we've talked about this before, is like we definitely all were like in a similar circle, but we also had our own circles, especially when it came to things like a homecoming, because you kind of have your own friend circles. So this moment was special to me because the fact is we all showed up to homecoming with separate dates, separate friends, all of that stuff. But then we also managed to find each other to take our photo together as a family. So I think that was a beautiful moment that we all left our friends, our experience, everything to make sure that we were able to do this photo. And if you think about it in high school, like most kids would brush this off and not do it because it wouldn't be worth their time in the moment. And we made it worth our time. And so for me, I don't know why this picture, I just remember that moment of like, wow, we did give a shit as a family, as a unit.
Yeah. Actually, I never thought about it that way. Thank you for that. That's beautiful. I really never thought about it that way. We did show up with a lot of different people. I know who do you I think I remember who you went to that homecoming with.
I do not tell me.
Think that was when you went with Sherry.
Oh yeah, that actually might have been.
And I went with Lauren Savitz.
Mhm. Yeah, okay.
Uh, Chris went with either Charlene or with Lauren. I think you went with Lauren,
Yeah, you're this memory.
and then Carolyn went by herself because she was just a big hussy. Just kidding. Maybe I'm not
Where's
kidding.
the lie?
I don't remember who she went with. Maybe that year she went with,
Aaron?
oh, Eric, maybe Eric, or I was also thinking, Chris, the baseball player.
Mhm, mhm. Maybe. Yeah.
Anyway, I love that you just like sort of, brought that forward in the fact that like we did find each other amidst sort of coming with all of these different people. Just as these pictures, like, and that memory, like, just really helped me process things as recent as this past week when we were all down together and we
Yeah.
found a moment to come together again, which, we see each other often and a lot at holidays and we keep in touch the best we can. But I think it was probably like 15 or more years that we had not really spent some time together. So it was nice to do that. And looking back now at this photo and sort of like thinking about what you just said actually like helps me reframe what we did the other day.
Yeah,
Oh, um,
I agree, and I think for context, I think you kinda mentioned it, but the other day, we were all down for our grandmother's funeral, so all 4 of us actually went to breakfast together, just us 4, just to, like, because we to your point, we haven't done it in years. Life is life, and we've all been with each other in different, like, combinations or with others and plus one, so it was nice to all just gather as us 4 again. So, yeah, I don't know why this photo gives me the feels a little bit in, like, a weird way.
well, now it does. Oh, that's really cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I also think the theme of that homecoming was Mardi Gras.
1,000%.
Yeah,
Love
I
that.
love it.
Okay. So our last 2 photos, guys, because, you know, I love this photo kind of thing because it's turning less like a roast and more like a memory lane. Even though we are gonna be mean to each other for these next 2 photos. Uh,
I'm gonna say the race might start. Nah.
yeah. The next one is John. John is in college. He's in a dorm room because you can tell there's really, really cheap photos put up everywhere in a really ugly way next to a bed that's probably a twin. He is wearing, like a leather bathing suit top on top of a white t-shirt with sunglasses. And he's also trying to pose a little bit like model-esque. And so I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to be brutally honest about your childhood photo. It it giving me a little bit of cringe. So I would actually love to know what is this photo, John?
This photo is after 50 Cent margarita night. I
Ooh.
actually was in college, but this was not in college. This was when I was at my Disney college program. You could tell,
Oh.
like, above the bed, there's a Mickey Mouse. Above the dresser, there's like a map. I think that's Typhoon Lagoon. And my across the hall neighbor was a lifeguard. So I would hang out with her all the time. So these were her things. I think it's a belt, like one of those leather belts with a ring holding it together that I'm wearing around my chest. Jeans. And yeah, I'm pretty drunk in this photo. I have sunglasses on. The sunglasses, I think that they're theirs too, they weren't. But yeah, I was pretty much feeling myself in this photo.
Yeah.
Um, I was very much so feeling myself in this
You
photo.
were, and I
Yeah.
love you for that. I just don't know if I would have felt myself in this photo. But I love that for
I
you.
think I it's funny, I think I used this for my, before Grindr, there was Adam for Adam,
Yep.
which is really funny because you ended up with a husband named Adam, now that I think about it, Adam for Bryan. Um, but no, I think I used this picture as my Adam for Adam profile photo, that's how much I liked it. I'm not kidding.
I
And it's bad, y'all. It's real bad. Like, I'm
I
talking, like, just fanned out, like, this is a lot.
I think what I love about that example or that what you did with this photo is interesting because did it land you any dates?
Oh, no, 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 you don't go on Adam for Adam for dinner.
Oh, right,
Fuck
right,
you.
right. Right, I forgot about that.
How old was I here? I was probably, gosh almighty, 22, 23.
Yeah. I mean,
I mean, this is bad. This is like, my hair looks like like, got it cut by a lawnmower, like, it's fringing up at the front like a drunk Ricky Martin. I don't know what to call this picture.
if you wanna talk about feeling yourself, you can talk about the next photo if you wanna roast that one.
Let's talk about what feeling yourself really looks like. Guys. Brian, this is a picture of Brian, and we are gonna roast it really, really greatly right now because Brian looks like he's so sad. He looks like he just got kicked out of a boy band. His hair is so gelled, it looks like an anime figure just came out of a hair salon. He's got these reflective sunglasses that, like, Pitbull called. He says he wants his sunglasses
You
back.
can have
You
them.
know, freaking apple. It looked like something you'd wear down the South Beach with a opened white collar shirt, collar popped
Yep.
for anybody wondering, and a blue shirt underneath. And Brian is holding onto the sunglasses, lowering them down over his nose like he was a librarian about to give you some advice. And I don't know, this picture though, Brian, is so adorable. It's making me want to throw up a little bit.
Um, Fun fact, this was when this is in college, probably like 2005, 2006. A friend of mine, her and I thought we were gonna be models. So we realized that we couldn't be a model unless we had a model card. So we walked around my complex with different kind of outfit changes and took model pictures. And so this was me feeling myself with my modeling. And we actually took so many pictures that we turned it into model cards that I don't think we ever shared with anyone or used, but I literally got them printed at Kinko's. Uh, the fun thing about the hair, so guys, my hair was super spiked in 2005, 2006. I was definitely having my Jersey Shore moment, and I hadn't even lived in New Jersey yet, which is actually kind of funny, interesting foreshadowing. But I would put so much of that glue in my hair that my head was hard.
That
When
got to be stuff, that yellow bottle
Yes,
stuff.
yes, got to
Yeah.
be, and every single night, I would have to put, like, probably 2 or 3 rounds of shampoo in my hair to kinda get it all out, which in
Yeah.
now, actually, everyone talks about how my hair like, I don't not that I have great hair, but, like, my barbers are always like, "You have so much hair," and I'm not, like, balding or anything. It's probably because I kept it frozen for about 5 years.
Well, you would think that, but yeah, that. I mean, I think that's the reason why I don't have hair, or why I'm losing hair, because I use that stuff. Drag queens use that stuff to glue their bald caps down. No, not even lying.
Oh
You watch
my
drag
god.
queens. me spraying their wig line with it.
It's so good.
This is a great photo of you, Brian. I'm so sad you didn't get booked on any for any modeling
You
agencies.
know, I'm still young, John. There's still time for me to hit up those catalog ads, so I am holding out for my moment. Um,
Is your moment gonna be like the dad underwears model?
I was really gonna say, yeah, it's probably closer to
Robe.
depends now, but I'm in.
But I don't know, you can save depends for later. I think right now your modeling age right now is like a robe or a mug. You know what I mean?
I'm picturing like the 1980s JCPenney catalog where like the cringe
That's
dad.
what I'm
Oh, I mean, I would do it. You know me, I'll take a paycheck.
yeah, with a golden retriever on your lap.
Oh my god.
I love making memories with you, and we actually took a really great photo, the 4 of us, this last time we were
We
down there, so
did.
I'm that one with us too.
Yeah.
Now,
That is true. That added to our memory of time capsule together and all of those fun things.
although if I may,
Yes.
I will say, I think in another, let's say it's been 40 years since some of these photos. I think since the earliest one has been 40 years. I think in 40 years, when we look back at the photo that we took just last week of the 4 of us, I think our story's gonna be a little different about look how good we looked because we're gonna just wish that we had just savored these days, and I
I
know that we
know.
are.
It's true. We are. We're time capsuling our lives at this very moment. So I agree with you. Thanks everyone for coming down memory lane with us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, and if you're listening to us and you wanna check out the photos, go to YouTube and you can find find the episode and go and check out some of those photos to put a picture to a face, literally.
We're gonna post all of them. We want you to be cringe with us, and feel free to comment and roast us as well because you might have more creative comments than we did.
Yeah, please roast away. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate you. We'll see you again soon.
Thanks everyone. Bye.